Hi folks, welcome to Bradley J's Boston. We are at Ground Zero for Boston history today, and Ground Zero for some great food. We're at the Union Oyster House. This historic building is unbelievable and the food is great. With any luck, we'll find Chef Rico and get a tour and check out some of this fantastic food. Well, it's a beautiful day here in Boston, and I can't wait to see if we can find Chef Rico and maybe get a tour of this historical building and check out some of this beautiful food at the Union Oyster House. Come on. Well, look, there's the chef now, Chef Rico. It's good to see you. Hey, do you think we could get a little bit of a history tour and maybe check out some of your great food?
Excellent. Yes, let's go do it right now.
All right, let's go. So what we're going to do is a little history, a little food, a little more history, a little more food. It really is the real deal. Oh yeah, and some beer too. Is this the most historic restaurant in all of Boston?
Yes, it is. I mean, we're actually twice a National Historic Landmark. There's no other place in the country that has two distinctions as a National Historic Landmark. Union Oyster House for the age of the building, and also for the longevity of the restaurant being in the same location since 1826, serving continuing service.
One of my favorite offerings here is the Thai-style fish taco, and the chef is taking us into the kitchen to show how that's put together.
So Bradley, welcome to my kitchen. I wanted to show you how we actually build the Thai-style fish taco.
Beautiful.
I know you had a lot of questions about it, so I figured this would be a better way to show you how we put it together.
Okay.
And so we use a mixed baby greens, a little coleslaw for crunch.
Crunch.
Crunch. This is a house-made coleslaw.
I love coleslaw.
And we also serve it on the side as well, an additional. We will then basically add the fish, so we got some nice fried cod here, and then we'll finish this off with a sweet sauce, basically that we call a sweet chili sauce. It just gives it a little bit of a kick and a little bit of a tang.
What do you recommend to drink with it? A beer, a wine?
Definitely a beer.
I want 27 of these. This is unbelievable.
The age of the building is actually so old that they really don't know exactly when it was built. They estimate it was the very early 1700s, and how they determined that was by the tax records and also by the age of the wood. So now we're downstairs on the first floor of the original building, and over here to my right you can see the oyster bar. So this is the famous oyster bar that's been in existence since 1826. It's the original piece of furniture.
So folks, this is Dan the Shucker today, and he's supposed to be one of the best in the business. Give me a mistake that rookie shuckers make.
Okay, this is the biggest mistake every shucker makes their first time doing it. Because when you see the professionals, it looks like we're just taking the knife and shoving it all the way in, and that's not what we're doing. You're taking the knife right here into the hinge where there's a slide open. You're going to use a little bit of effort, put the knife in there until it's able to stand up on its own, then you stop pushing forward. That's how you cut yourself. Once you get to here, you just lean back. It's going to pry it open like a little hinge, just like that. You can also turn it to the side, whichever way you want to do. But once this is open, it will never close again. Now you're just going to slide the knife in all the way, and that's how you have a beautiful looking oyster.
All right, Daniel, I'm going to skip the condiments there. Here's to you, Daniel Webster. Why don't you tell the Daniel Webster story while I'm eating?
So Daniel Webster was a very notable historical figure in the Boston area. He was most notably known as a lawyer and a public speaker. He actually went for bat to Dartmouth College when the government tried to change their charter, but the charter pre-existed or predated the government, so he defended them, making it so they couldn't change the charter. So
nice.
He's kind of a local hero. So
he used to stand here and I guess eat 4 dozen oysters and a bunch of brandy, and drink a bunch of brandy.
He would seldom have less than 6 plates of oysters, and with each plate would have a tall tumbler of brandy and water.
That's my kind of dude. I just found out this the other day, but there's actually a beer that is made specifically for this Union Oyster House. And here's Wes to tell you about it, show it to you, let you know a little bit of the story behind it.
Hi, yes, you are correct. We have a beer Sam Adams makes just for this restaurant. They don't give it to any other bar. The beer is Sam Adams Colonial Ale. It's an unfiltered brown ale. They make it with smoked hops, and they add a little bit of blackstrap molasses. The reason we are lucky enough to be the only bar that gets this is because we were the first restaurant to ever carry Sam Adams. They originally made this beer about 15 years ago for the 375th anniversary of the city. They called it Boston 375. They gave it out to a whole bunch of bars in the area. But at the end of that anniversary year, we had sold the most of it, and we had the history with them. So they said, we're going to keep making it, but just for you guys.
Ooh! Whether you're a tourist or you live in the next town and you haven't been to the Union Oyster House for a while, do yourself a favor and get in here. You want a nice meal in a beautiful place in the real history of Boston? Union Oyster House.